God, what a fantastic morning, Hornets, and happy Halloween. I'm Juliet Kaufman.
And I'm Talia Pinner. Today we'll be taking a look at all things Halloween and, as always, sports.
But first, let's toss it over to Jordan for your weekly weather forecast.
It is my pleasure to give this weekly weather, Hornets. Hope you're all having a warm season, because I know I am. For the weather today, we'll have a high of 44 and a low of 26 with a 50% chance of rain. Friday, we'll have a high of 47 with a low of 30 with a 4% chance of rain. And Saturday, we'll have a high of 43 and a low of 29 with a 10% chance of rain. And ending off the week, Sunday, we'll have a high of 49 and a low of 35 with a 10% chance of rain. That's all for your weekly weather. Back to you ladies at the desk.
With Halloween today, Jacob got more on his favorite pastimes during the spooky season.
Good morning, Hornets. With Halloween quickly approaching, there's many things to do with your friends and family, such as trick-or-treating and my personal favorite, going to haunted houses. Can you handle the jump scares, people with clown suits on, and many more terrifying things? I talked to senior Jordan Dishman about how much he likes haunted houses.
Yeah, I like haunted houses. They're super fun, especially around the fall season. Halloween's great, and if you're into that like creepy little stuff, then you can go check out some haunted houses. There's some around Indianapolis, I know that for a fact. And if you like them, then just check them out.
There's so many great haunted houses around the Indianapolis area. There's Nightmare on Edgewood, Haunted Acres, and of course, Indy Scream Park. I asked Junior Alexis Whiteman to which haunted house is she going to this year.
So I'm going to Haunted Acres this year, and the reason being is because you get way more for your money.
Now I'm going to send it back to you ladies on the desk.
For the spooky season, Jordan Dishman got a frightful insight of the top 5 things you should not do on Halloween.
Halloween can be a spooky day filled with pumpkin carvings, hanging out with family, or trick-or-treating. But there can be things you shouldn't do on Halloween. I got more with Caleb Still on the top 5 things you shouldn't do.
These are the top 5 things you should do during Halloween. At number 5, we have don't eat unwrapped candy. There have been many instances of razors being in candy, so be on alert if you see candy that isn't unwrapped. Number 4, be sure to wear a poncho, because if it rains, which it probably will, you could catch a cold, and that would not be fun, especially on Halloween. Number 3, if you're staying home, be sure to watch some scary movies, eat some candy, and get into the Halloween spirit. Number 2, if you're not trick-or-treating, be sure to stay inside and watch some scary movies and just get into the Halloween spirit overall, because, that'd be lame if you just do what you normally do on Halloween. At number 1, the most important rule of all, be sure to wear a good costume, or any costume, because people will be very reluctant to give you candy if you come up to the door wearing a hoodie.
And don't forget to have fun and be safe. I nearly left the Halloween candy.
Talia, what are your plans for tonight?
Well, actually, Julia, I will be taking my nephews trick-or-treating tonight, and Anna-Marie got more on what people are planning to do on tonight.
On Halloween, there are many fun activities that you can take part in. I talked with a few students here at Beech Grove High School and asked them what their plans are for tonight.
Well, for Halloween, I'm going to take out my cousin and my little sister out trick-or-treating in my neighborhood.
I'm not doing anything for Halloween. I don't want to go to a pumpkin patch because they're not fun. And I don't want to go pick apples because they're not good. And I'm probably just going to lay in bed and watch scary movies.
I also talked with a few teachers about their plans for tonight. Here's what they had to say.
My plan is to hand out candy to children in my neighborhood. Our neighbors get together and we're going to have a dinner after we finish passing out candy, and we all enjoy getting together.
So for Halloween this year, my plans are to attend National Convention with FFA. About every 3 or 4 years, it usually falls during the week of Halloween. So my kids are old enough now that it's not as big as it used to be. So we will be downtown with approximately 60,000 other high school students that are in FFA.
Okay, so this Halloween we're having my parents over and my husband's parents over, and we always make like chili or vegetable soup, something that's warm, especially because it's supposed to be cold. And then my husband stays home and passes out candy for about an hour, and then we swap. And then we always rate all of the costumes that come up to our house. This year we actually got full-size candy bars for the kids, so hopefully it'll be a great Halloween.
As you can see, there are a variety of fun plans for tonight. Be sure to stay safe, Hornets. This has been Anna Marie Pasianos from Bgsn.
Now let's toss it over to Jacob for sports.
Good morning, Hornets, and welcome back to sports. Wrestling starts next week, but they'll be working out tonight till 4:30. Boys swimming and diving calls will be November 5th. In Monday Night Football news, the 0-7 Dolphins traveled to 3-4 Steelers. After a 14-0 lead by the visiting Dolphins, Mason Rudolph led the charge with 251 yards and 2 touchdowns to win 27-14. This means the Dolphins are 1 game closer to the number 1 pick and getting star Alabama quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. In Thursday Night Football news, the undefeated 49ers will travel to 3-4-1 Cardinals. Can the number 1 pick, Kyler Murray, lead his team to victory against the number 2 pick, Nick Bosa, and the great defense of the 49ers. More NFL news, the trade deadline wasn't the same like years past, but big moves were made. First was the Jets trading Leonard Williams, future of their D-line, for only a 3rd and 5th round pick. That is a very small price to pay for a number 6 overall pick. Dolphins are trading all their players to get more picks in this upcoming draft. Kenyon Drake, a star young player, was traded for 2020 picks. In NBA news, the Pacers won last night 118-108 against the Nets. Warriors lost another star last night in the loss to the Suns. James Harden had 59 points in the shootout with the Wizards. In MLB news, the Nationals win Games 6 and 7 by scoring 6-2 and 7-2, going from 19-31 to world champs. In college football news, Notre Dame will face Virginia Tech. Purdue will face Nebraska. IU will face Northwestern. And the game of the week will be LSU versus Alabama. Alabama will be without their star quarterback Tua Tagovailoa with an ankle injury. During football season, there was many people that helped our team out to make sure that they were healthy and ready to play each and every game. Here is Talia with more information on how Romia helped out during the season.
Good morning, Hornets. I'm Talia Painter with Beach Grove Student News, and here I am with senior Romia Eccles on her involvement with the football team this season.
Hey, I'm Romia. I'm a senior, and I'm an athletic training student aide.
I then proceeded to ask Romia what her responsibilities were during the season and how she was able to help out Carl, our athletic trainer, in assisting injured or hurt players during our games.
I work with Carl, our athletic trainer. On Friday nights, I help him assist the athletes with any injuries or anything that they might be going through, and I just help recover them basically. And on Friday nights, I'm on the field with them, and I just, like I said, assist injuries and all that.
After speaking with Romia about her responsibilities while working with Carl, she told me that her experience was great, and for anyone who would like to go into athletic training in the future as a career, she would recommend taking the courses at C9. And I'm Talia Penner with Beach Grove Student News, and I would also like to give a shout out to our football team for doing their best this season and having a great last game.
That's all for sports. Back to you ladies at the desk.
Thank you, Jacob. That's all for today's spooky segment of BGSN 10.
Teachers, don't forget to hit that bell icon and subscribe button to get notified every time we go live.
Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at BG Student News. I'm Snooki.
And I'm